That is going live.
All right. Shit. Oh.
That's going live. The
Okay.
sound isn't going, but I want to check on my phone really quick because I haven't pushed record yet.
Okay. Headset sounds good to you, Bill?
Yeah, does it sound okay to
yeah,
you? Okay,
it wasn't,
perfect.
but I moved it.
Oh, okay.
And now we're good. That was it.
A little echo. All right, cool. So the fucking sound's working. We're live. Hey, us. It's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just waved to the laptop and not us. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, Instagram. Just post a quick picture. We're live. Let me go to the important fucking thing and push record. Hey Carl.
Hey Ryan.
Happy 52, dude.
Number cinco y dos. That's
So-
not how you say it.
I want to start this off with doing a quick shout out to a coworker who's a passionate listener, David. He gave us some nice compliments. He said that he is a massive fan of the show. He loves listening to it in the morning commute. And I was like, yeah, if you got any suggestions, please.
Suggestions, criticisms,
Anything.
give it to us.
Yeah, just throw it to us. And he's just like, well, just do fun shit. Maybe if you want to give out stuff to people, give it out. For your 1 year anniversary, do something fun for them. Like I was thinking, 1 year anniversary. That's a good idea. Have we passed a year?
I think we have.
We've been almost doing this for 2 years now.
No way.
Dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be about March. Is when we.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 years,
somewhere
right?
around there.
I think probably even before that.
It
Yeah.
could have been.
Yeah.
We were definitely recording before then because we didn't upload for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Because we were just getting our feet wet.
We had to restart. We
release shit.
did an interesting beginning.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
interesting beginning for sure. But I thought that was funny. I'm like, yeah, 1 year would be cool. I look at it, I'm like, well, maybe 3 year. Maybe the 3 year mark we'll start to acknowledge shit.
And I'm down with a giveaway or something once we get, a little decent fan base going.
Yeah. When he said that, I'm like, if we're gonna do that, I might as well just call all 10 of our listeners.
Yeah,
and
I'm
ask
gonna
them for their
ask Isabel's
address.
sister, hey, what do you want?
What's your address again? Where do I send this?
Got your $25 Applebee's card.
Mhm. But shout out to David. I mean, that was
shout out.
huge. Always nice to hear that your podcast does something for someone, or you're doing something that someone's into. And you're like,
especially because I have plenty of people who are like, oh yeah, I listened to it.
Yeah,
not that I listened to your podcast, but I have a couple people who listen to it, and that's cool.
It's nice.
Yeah, like Isabel's sister. Shout out Veronica.
Shout out to
Let's
Veronica.
shout out all of
Yeah.
our fucking
Shout out to
listeners.
Veronica,
Shout out
David,
Isabel.
Blake, Isabel. That's it.
That's probably
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Yeah.
You're keeping this going.
Some of my other friends won't even come on, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey, but I will say, of those 4 people, iTunes tells me how long they listen. All 4 of them listen to 92% around.
Yeah.
So those 4 people are fucking awesome.
They're doing
It
it.
would be
Yeah.
horrible if we had 4 people listen, and then you look at the average, 23%.
15 minutes.
You listen to the first 10 minutes and then you shut it off. You're not a listener.
Yeah.
You're a fair weather friend.
Oh, that's about all I can handle. I don't blame them.
Too much. Yeah.
What
What up, dude?
Nothing. Been a pretty uneventful week for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I started taking Chantix. That's the one thing I had going on this week. So that's the quit smoking drug.
How's that going?
So the thing that about Chantix is it just gets rid of your urge to smoke, I guess. And it changes the way your brain is wired by not giving you the dopamine release when you have a cigarette.
Okay.
So you don't get the good feeling from it. And there's 3 different ways you can quit. You can just say, I'm going to quit after 1 week of taking Chantix. I can quit after, give myself a longer, 3 months, or do a 50% decrease every week, which is what I'm going to aim for.
Yeah.
I'm going to start, skipping a cigarette break at work every other one,
Nice.
things like that.
Have you noticed any differences yet?
No, I'm still like tomorrow's the day where I take the actual dosage. I was doing like a week, like half dose, and then like prepping up to it or something. And there's some like crazy side effects that can happen with this drug.
Have you noticed anything?
I haven't noticed any. The two big ones are like anger, like explosive anger, and then like depression and suicide.
It's kind of a big one.
And I was like, I didn't really tell my doctor that I'm kind of always depressed, but like,
why would he need to know?
Yeah, I'll work on that later.
Business. He's not your therapist.
The one I'm excited for, the side effect, is like vivid dreams, though.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Like, I'm like, that's not a side effect. That's like, I'm cool with that.
Do you already dream? No,
I don't remember them, and I think it's because I always smoke weed right before I go to sleep.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So
that's cool because you said you didn't smoke weed for a week, right?
Yeah.
So did you notice any dreams in that week?
I did have one dream in the beginning of the week, and then nothing kind of after.
Okay, but do you normally remember your dreams?
Fuck no.
See, okay, yeah. So it's so weird when you go like months without remembering a dream, and then you're like, I fucking dreamed. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's fun because like even if I don't even know if they're vivid when I do remember them. But because I don't ever remember dreams, when I do remember at least one, I'm like, that was nuts. That was a ride, dude. I was sitting on that park bench for at least an hour.
Yeah.
And almost one bird ran by. Like,
so how was the week without smoking?
Well, hold on. First, I want to know, do you have good feelings after having a cigarette? Because that's the one part where I'm like, if the good feeling is I'm not a crabby bitch anymore, then I guess
I think that's because it definitely does release the dopamine, the same thing you get when you jerk off. And it's not like you always feel good when you jerk off, but you feel kind of at ease almost, like, all right, like I'm used to this feeling kind of. I think that's more what it is for me.
Okay.
Because I don't really feel good, but I definitely enjoy the smoking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, this is where it's at,
Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I didn't smoke weed this week. So last weekend, maybe the week prior.
Was it just like a tolerance thing, or just trying to like, I'm just gonna go a week?
It was gonna start off as like I'm done for a while. I'm not doing the week, but just like a while. And then the addiction or the habit forms, and near the end of the week, you're like, you know what? Let's just do it for the next 2 more days, and then Friday morning I'm gonna go buy weed, and Friday night we can smoke again. And Rebecca was on board. It's a little bit to save money, a little bit to lower the tolerance. I smoke too much weed and I don't get high enough.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is
that's the only reason why I would be into taking a break, is just to get my tolerance down. Like, I'm like, I get that there might be some other benefits to being sober every once in a while, but I'll work on that later.
Well, the other bit of it is also just like, it's probably not good to smoke weed every day. Like, we get on people who drink alcohol every day. I'm like, they have a problem. There's something wrong when I shouldn't be smoking weed every day. And we talked about last week, compliance. That's it. Like, it's just making me compliant to do nothing.
Yeah. It makes you real just okay with, exactly, doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was just talking to my other friend about that. And we were talking about, like, if we drank like we smoked, like, we wouldn't have jobs. We wouldn't fucking be in good relationships. Like,
be a lot more unhealthy.
People wouldn't like us. Like, maybe other people would, but the people I like wouldn't like me.
This podcast would be so much more sad. We're passing beers back and forth every morning.
Yeah.
Saturday morning. Like, hey.
Oh, we wouldn't be up in the morning. It would be
or we would be.
Or it'd be from the night before type deal.
That type of deal too, yeah. Oh, we roll over.
I do love my sleep.
Yeah,
I do love my sleep.
I could give it away. But we just bought a bed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What'd you buy?
A Spring Air.
Okay.
It's a firm mattress with a soft pillow top.
Nice. That's the one you used to have, or one kind of like, you've talked about that.
Yeah,
before.
dude. Same brand too.
Okay.
I went back for a Spring Air because it was so good. Went to Lori's Half Price Mattresses in Sebastopol.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out Lori.
She was interesting. I don't know. She, at the very end, she told us a story, like a really quick thing. Like, she was just apologizing for being late again because we had to make an appointment. It's just a lady with her own mattress store. And she goes, yeah, I'm sorry I was late again. I had to drive my daughter downtown. She moved to Hawaii a month ago, and in that month, I sold her car. She bought a car, and then Hawaii didn't work out, so she moved back, and she's sending her car back over here. But until then, I have to drive her around, so I had to drop her off downtown. And I was just like, why would you tell strangers about your retarded daughter? Like, who does that? Who?
Oh, my kid failed again. So
yeah. Well, she also chopped it up. She goes, yeah, she's 20. You know how 20-year-olds are. I'm like, what? I don't know any 20-year-old that fucking moved to Hawaii.
I mean,
had their mom sell their car. She bought a car all within a month.
it really
then
doesn't even
decided
surprise
no.
me anymore. Like that. I mean, the whole month thing is the surprising part.
Yeah.
That's the only part. I'm like, why would you give up after a month?
Right. That's
like,
what Rebecca and I said.
You made it to Hawaii. Like, fucking get a waitress job. Get a fucking go pick up trash somewhere. Like, figure it out. You know,
or do some research.
Yeah, that's
and like realize that like
maybe save up 3 months worth
Yeah.
of money before you go to an island in the middle of nowhere.
I'm wondering if maybe she got there and then she's like, oh, it turns out the local Hawaiians don't like land people.
They don't like
It's
landlubbers. That's
yeah,
true.
it's just like
very piratey.
That was kind of very piratey. That I'm just so curious. Maybe a boyfriend. I don't know what the fuck the reason could be. I don't know. I don't want to judge Lori too hard, but she didn't seem like she'd be a stranger around a Xanax bottle, if you know what I mean.
Interesting.
Yeah. She seemed really calm. Very calm.
Like nothing would phase her. You could probably probably push her over pretty easily.
Pretty easily. Or like if she had a daughter that happened to move to Hawaii and then move back, like it wouldn't phase her at all.
Yeah.
She'd be like,
If she had to like sell her car and then drive around and buy a new one, it's no big deal. Yeah.
Ship the new one, dude. How fucking expensive? What is this?
This is a really, really strong joint.
Oh my god. Okay, people. So on Friday, I went and bought weed from the same place Carl goes to. Do you have that puff thing around here? Where'd you throw that?
It's right over
It's
there.
over there. Too bad. I'm pretty sure the joint I bought was like 17%. Maybe it was 26 or 24.
What color was it?
It was not that one.
The purple one or blue one?
Oh, god damn it. Yellow?
Oh, that's one I haven't even seen.
Yeah, it's a yellow, I'm pretty sure.
They're usually around 20%.
Okay, let's just say it's 20.
Yeah.
Because that's in between
20,
17. Is that me or you?
I don't know.
That was me. Oh, it's my fucking... There we go. That's muted now.
Right. Yeah, they're usually around 20%. And they're, even those joints, they're not like the cheapest thing to buy weed wise at the store. Like you're getting a decent sized cone joint for about $10.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Sorry, I'm like, this is already hitting me. I think I should take a few.
This is intense.
55%?
54.6% THC.
Oh my god, and you could feel it. I think this thing is all keef.
It's intense. I'm surprised I've held on to it for a week waiting for you.
I think you're honestly gonna have to hold on to it for the rest of the show. Because I gotta drive. Oh my god. Fuck. I'm glad it's the live show though, the first one.
Yeah. I know. I was like, oh, okay, we're doing the huge joint on that. But anyways.
Sorry,
I'll
people.
put this out.
Woo! It's also hot. We're doing this new time. What time is it? It's like 7 o'clock on a Sunday night.
Yeah. This is late for us in summertime too. So
it's warm.
We're upstairs in the studio. It's warm. It's warm for sure. I'm sweating like a fucking whore in church. That's a saying. People say that.
A saying. People say that.
People do that.
Woo!
But yeah, as you can see, we're Ryan got the video machine. That's not the word.
The video machine.
And we just had to try it out.
Yeah, so we're doing the webcam version. I tried to do the OBS, like the streamer thing, where I could add little details. I wanted to have the camera on there, one camera on you, not really flip it back and forth because I wasn't going to do that, but This works, and this is fine
It
for
looks
now.
good,
Yeah, it's fun. It's a nice. We do maybe need like a little bit more light on us next
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
but it's also
for
nighttime
sure.
again. We
Yeah.
normally do this when it's brighter out. The
God
lights
damn,
are
that joint
tight.
wasn't. Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh
Maybe not the best idea.
no, man.
Now we're just too hot and coughing.
Hot, sweaty. Can't shut this shit down.
No.
Okay. Where's my fucking phone?
Yeah.
I had notes.
We had some stuff to talk
let's
about.
just get back to the fucking list.
Just wipe the sweat off my brow real quick.
Oh shit. Okay.
That fan is not doing much.
No, it's really not.
No.
Okay, yeah. So we have a subreddit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Made a subreddit. It's early on, so it's not going to be crazy or anything. But you know, we've always wanted people to reach out and give us ideas of what you want us to chit chat about. We tried Discord.
Yeah.
That was trash. No one wants to adopt that.
People who don't know about Discord aren't into it.
No,
Yeah.
and I haven't used it basically since we stopped using it.
Yeah, I like joined a couple other boards where it kind of made sense, but I just couldn't. I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah. So I did a Reddit. Everyone uses Reddit. I love Reddit. You love Reddit.
I'm on Reddit too much.
Yeah. So post your shit. Post whatever you want. We'll block you if we need to. But
whatever. Talk shit.
Yeah.
I don't care. Make us better.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. If you're just listening to this, we are on YouTube.
The name of it is just Unsure and Opinionated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. r/unsure and opinionated. And there's links to everything there. I think on our
Pornhub accounts.
Yeah.
Our, LinkedIn.
Well, I'm gonna figure out how to save this video and upload it to Pornhub.
I was just saying, you mentioned the Pornhub videos last week about how there's like TED Talk type shit. Yeah, I saw a couple of them.
Okay.
I didn't click them.
Right.
I meant to ask if you did.
No, still haven't.
Okay.
Still need to research that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you saw
Every time I see it, though, I'm like, having a me moment. I'm not like, well, let's pause this and see what's,
Yeah, it's not, I don't ever discover them like when I've got time on my hands.
Yeah.
It's normal. Like, I don't want to watch
I'm not browsing Pornhub when I'm bored looking for something,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am, but
it's for you have a
Different
reason.
Yeah.
You have a reason.
Yeah.
But you I'm glad you saw them because you didn't fully believe me when I brought them up.
I don't know if I didn't believe it. It was incredulous to me.
You didn't hear it before.
Yeah, it was very weird to me.
Yeah.
So I was very taken aback.
I think more so you didn't believe that I didn't watch them. Maybe there was some non-belief.
I was confused that you didn't watch them, but you'd seen them.
That's
I
a
was
good
like,
point.
come on.
That's a good point.
You showed me some weird shit on Pornhub. So
Why
I was
didn't
like,
you click on
why
this
didn't you
girl's
click
blog?
on? You just the one thing you're not gonna click on is just a person not pumping their nipples into 6 inches long.
Dude, I'm gonna start writing down my searches because I think that they're one unique.
Mm-hmm.
Two, they would grab a pretty big audience if you thought of the terms that I searched. But three, like the uniqueness is nice job.
Yeah.
The uniqueness is very odd. I've mentioned hotel maids. The massage parlors is always fun. That's an easy one. I searched for janitors, retarded people, deaf people, meth heads, heroin addicts, prostitutes. Like, I'm really like,
you don't discriminate. You want to see it all.
I'm not afraid of a gutter nor a princess bed. I'll go anywhere, whether they're making it or it's their bed. You know? I'll take anything. I've tried searching for like college janitors, just some nasty dude and some hot chick is like, I'll bang you for this video. I'm like, I want to find that. I know it has to be out there.
Have you seen the thing where girls will like answer the door nude to like pizza delivery people?
Searched a lot of those. Yeah, so people, don't worry. Lists are coming. I'm going to bring you my lists and kind of share them. I think it's important.
I just mentioned that because I like when the girl does that and the guy's just like, cool, here's your pizza later.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
So my friend, I won't say a name because she would not appreciate it, but I do know someone who accidentally had her titty out when she was getting pizza from a kid. And he was just staring, and it was like a teenage kid.
Was he like staring at her boob? Or
yeah.
Okay.
I thought
he was like making like real hard eye contact. Like,
Either one.
I don't want to, just look at her in the eye.
Yeah, I don't know which one, but then I guess she walked in and her husband was like, "Yo, your tits out," and she was like embarrassed. But I don't know. I think she also was like understood like that's a huge win for a young man to see
he's gonna remember that for years to come.
see a titty.
Like,
that's tight.
have you ever seen accidental titties?
No.
I have one where it was pretty funny. I was like, went to the beach with Isabel and like a few of her friends, and one of her friends we're walking along the beach, and she goes like, she's a jellyfish, and she's like, oh look, a jellyfish, and reaches down to touch it, and the next thing we're all looking at it. Next thing, her fucking top is just on the ground.
Oh shit!
Like we're like, wait, what? Like, oh, like it was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
And I immediately am like, oh
yeah. Oh look, a snack shack.
Yeah, look at this waves, so nice. Like
that's funny.
Yeah.
No, I've been probably the weirdest time seeing boobs was when a friend from high school got her nipples pierced, and she like just needed to show me and my other friend.
Yeah.
So she like flashed us in the middle of the street, but we saved her from flashing all of the people that smoke cigarettes. We're like, maybe you should flash us with these houses to our backs and not everyone.
I'm sure she wouldn't have really cared.
No, she definitely wouldn't have. But
not
she was
saying
like,
everybody who gets their nipples pierced does it to show a lot of people, or like. It seems like most people who get their nipples pierced don't care who sees. Like,
I don't know, man. I would say that there's a higher chance that you wouldn't care if you do get your nipples pierced, but I'm gonna guess that most people that get their nipple pierced don't. Am I contradicting myself?
No, I think you're right. You're not saying there's like a huge majority of them.
No,
you're saying they might be more likely to than that person who has no nipples pierced.
Yes.
Yeah. And okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I just like to speak in extremes.
Yeah. I think the reason why is because I've met 3 women with their nipples pierced, and only one of them kind of seemed like she wouldn't care. But then again, we could have also just been really good friends.
Think of all the girls who we don't know who have their nipples pierced because they don't want us to see their boobies.
Exactly.
Like,
So
I could be. Maybe I'm wrong.
Why are you generalizing on a Sunday night? This is a family hour, sir.
I forgot to go to church. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. We have 1,000 viewers right now. So what was the weirdest? Was that like, have you been flashed boobs in a weirder setting?
I mean, like girls in cars have like just flashed boobs.
Cool.
I've seen boobs at concerts, and you know,
those aren't your boobs though.
There was like some girl. This is a weird memory. This came out of nowhere, but like, never mind. I don't want to talk about that one. Okay. It just, I would have to like remember it better and like, to frame it. I'll talk about it some other time.
Yeah, none of us want to hear it now. Thanks.
I mean, it was just,
it's cool. You don't have to tell us.
Some lady, when me and my friends were like 13, we like went and knocked at her house. She was like, 17. And we're just like, let us see your boobs. And she like, let us see your boobs and like, let us touch them. And
whoa, that's cool. Was it not?
It's kind of not. I don't know. It was weird. She got weird after, but like, I don't know. I didn't think it was weird. Like, we asked.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we were like,
Maybe this is sexist, but I think it's cool.
I thought it was cool, but then I felt bad because she felt bad.
She felt bad?
She got like real weird about it after.
Oh, maybe that's why you feel weird about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What did she do that was weird?
I mean,
like, did she just apologize?
No,
did she jerk all of you guys off. I was like, don't tell anyone about this.
No, she like got like upset, like, and like you could super regretted it.
Yeah.
And then she ended up calling the cops.
Oh,
like, yeah.
Oh shit.
Like,
on herself?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if like my friends were like did anything else, like calling her names after her or something. Because like my friends were like pieces of shit back then.
Oh yeah.
But like I still don't, it wasn't weird. Like This is a weird story. I don't know.
Hey, I totally understand why you didn't want to say the story now.
Like, I didn't like me
My
too her.
bad.
You know what I mean? By any
No,
means.
I don't think anyone would take it
Yeah,
that way.
Yeah.
And I feel like most of us know
And I
you a bit.
I don't remember it all the. See, that sounds bad to say
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like,
I blacked out in a rage.
Once she's like,
Once
she said no,
didn't let me touch her vagina, I flipped out.
Yeah.
All I remember was blood and the cops being called. I went home.
I don't even think I touched her boobies. I think I just wanted to look at them. Like, I was very apprehensive as a horny teenager. Like, I wanted it all, but if it was like right in front of me, I'd be like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Samesies though. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. It sounds like you were not in the wrong. You were just in the wrong situation.
Yeah.
Maybe. And also, who lets teenage boys touch their boobs and then regrets it so much that they call the cops?
Crazy people.
Only because I imagine you guys didn't like kick down a door and
no, nothing like that at all. It
Whatever,
was
man.
maybe, I think my friends like knocked on her door again after she like went inside or whatever. Because it was like right on the front porch.
Yeah.
All this happening. Yeah. The shit weird teenagers get into.
Yeah, the weird shit with like the teachers too, and how it's like kind of coming, like people are kind of getting woke to like maybe we shouldn't treat them completely different depending on the gender and the age. Maybe all these women should probably go to jail too for touching young men or young boys.
Yeah,
old boys.
It's like that
men.
thing, you know, a teacher fucks a male student, and it's like everyone's like, "Good job, Timmy."
I know.
Like,
well, that was me just now. I'm like, no, dude, you're totally cool.
No, I mean, and I still
it.
like, you know,
yeah,
like I still almost feel that way about like, I'm like, that'd be dope if I did that. Like, but it isn't dope.
Well, I think let me throw this at you as a whatever. I was gonna make a joke, couldn't do it fast enough.
How'd your stand-up bit go? Did you write anything?
No, but I have no plans to go up, so I have no pressure. I have bits in my mind though. Like my initial thought is like, yo, vegans are annoying, right? But have you ever met a diabetic with one leg? You can't even think about sugar without them telling you their fucking sob story. So that would be a start to a joke.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or the end of it. I don't know.
I was like going to bed one of the days, and I was like, I'm gonna try and like think of a funny joke. Like I couldn't. I don't know. I didn't know where to start.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Stop peer pressuring me, man. That's too strong.
Don't call the cops.
I'm calling him. He tried to make me smoke marijuana. Too strong.
After I did, and then I said no, and then he asked again. I mean, I guess it's aggressive. I don't know. Fuck, man, I'm going to jail. It's over, man.
Well, let's just finish this podcast. We'll worry about it after.
We record, it's over. They got my face now.
They basically have our location. I imagine YouTube records that.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're done.
It's over.
Oh yeah. Do you think we are being ignorant? There are young, horny men, and we've been in that spot, and putting ourselves in the situation of these young, horny men, that would have been tight when I was in 6th grade. My 6th grade teacher, my hot 6th grade teacher that all the other kids said was hot.
Too young for me to think it's cool.
All right, 7th.
Say 9th grade.
Ninth grade. My 9th grade English teacher, who everyone agrees is the hot English teacher, that would be fucking dope if she sucked my dick. Good for him. But are we being ignorant to that young women also get horny and are horny and they want it? Maybe not all the time, but sometimes. And a lot of these stories that we're talking about, we're not talking about the ones where like the male teacher raped the young lady.
Like, yeah, it's consensual, even though the consensualness is the part that's like suspect.
Yes.
Because they're
possibly grooming him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not denying that at all.
Yeah.
I think what it is as a society and whatnot, we want to protect the women a little bit more. Like, 50 years ago, it seems like sex was like something almost a man did to a woman, and it wasn't like a woman just kind of was part of it, I guess.
Just there for the show.
Yeah.
We don't
I might be speaking out of my
romanticize
ass,
it for
but,
women. No, but you're right. We pretend that in the old days of like horse and buggies, there wasn't a woman at home like just waiting for the dick to get there.
And like, just think of it as like most fathers, like in any TV show, any movie, anything, like, oh yeah, son, you had sex, but they definitely don't want their daughter to lose her virginity.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Like, there is that weird double standard.
You don't hear many daddy's little boys.
Yeah. So like, I totally agree with you on that, but I mean, it's still fucked up. I don't know why I think it's cool. I mean, I guess I really know it isn't cool for like a 14-year-old to have sex with a 37-year-old lady. But like, knowing how I was, I would like, you wouldn't have been raping me. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you would have been statutory raping me or whatever. Right. Maybe you're a pedophile. Not a pedophile. Sure. There's actually a specific term for the teen one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know it because I'm not a pedophile.
I don't know that shit.
I don't know all the terms.
I don't know the laws. I don't know the codes. I don't know anything.
Are we on international waters right now?
There also I would love to see a graph of the age difference between the boy to girl or the girl to boy or girl to man. Because a lot of the teenage boy rape seems to be with pretty young female teachers.
Yeah, they're definitely on the younger side, like in
under 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't really think I've seen a whole lot, and I'm sure I've seen it a couple times. Younger than 30s male teacher hooking up with.
I think the thing is like, you don't even really. I mean, there was a soccer coach just around here who got in trouble for that, actually, and he was like 24. Okay. He was like banging a bunch of fucking 16-year-old girls. But I think you just don't pay attention to it as much because you're like, oh, that's just fucked up, like someone raping somebody. But like, as a male, you're like, I wonder if women think that it's cool when they hear the stories of the 24-year-old soccer coach like banging the ladies.
Well, I definitely remember in high school there was a hot girl teacher and there was a hot boy teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and women talked about like, Mr. Garcia or whoever the fuck it was, that was the hot teacher.
Teach Spanish.
I mean, and I imagine
Latin heat.
No, I think he wanted to be a Spanish teacher, but he was history. So
whack.
Yeah. So if one of the girls got to have sex with him, I kind of want to think that like no one would be like, oh, poor Christina had sex with a hot teacher, because Christina would probably want it. I'm not talking about a rapey scenario.
I just realized that one of my teachers got fired for making out with a student, and he was like 30 something, and he was the cool math teacher. He drove a motorcycle to school and shit, like
Mr. Turner.
Yeah,
from Boy Meets World.
His name was Mr. Thurston, so pretty close. Sure. I'll call him out. He's a fucking pedophile. Well, or whatever the term is.
Yeah. Was he caught at a school dance?
I don't remember how he got caught, but he got fired. Dude, there was my teacher from St. Rosa Middle School got fired for having child pornography on his computer. And he was Mr. McIntyre. I think that was his name. And he was like he was not cool teacher, but he was like the cool teacher who was like trying to be cool and like real friendly with all the kids, and the kids would come hang out, and like the weirdo kids would come hang out in his like classroom on like recess and lunch. So, yeah.
How pissed would you be if you like had a bunch of like kiddie porn you wanted to look at lunch, but you're the cool teacher who allows people to like sit in your room and shoot the shit? It's like, fuck.
What do you mean? He probably had those kids sitting on his lap and like telling them stories. I don't know. Oh my God. Grooming.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that fucking video of the? It's a gay couple, and the dude is like 50, and the kid is probably, I think he was like 22, and they're just talking about their big age difference and how they're perceived, and it's just from this like really pro LGBTQ Twitter profile, and they just do these really bullshit short interviews that like really spice up like people that are doing wacky things. And anyway, in the video, it's clearly the young kid is the only one who wants to be a part of it. The older dude's like, I don't want to be in this.
Yeah.
And
what's Twitter?
Exactly. And they're talking about how he keeps him young and he keeps him grounded and this and that. And he goes, we met, I'm 20 and he's 50. We've been dating for about 6 years. Da 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 da. And then you kind of like, and then
wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah. So they leave it in and all that, and then all the comments are like doing memes of like subtracting by 6, and they're like, oh, and the best one is when someone clips up the actual footage, and you just hear like the "we got him" meme, and the police break down the door.
Yeah,
this is my favorite one. But yeah, so
why would they leave that in?
It took them like, because they posted it. It was one of those things they posted on a Friday. It took them to like Monday or Tuesday to like fucking scrap it.
And then they went. I mean, I get you left work, but you don't check. I guess I wouldn't check. I don't check my work's fucking Twitter. I don't fucking. I wouldn't have anything to do with my work when I'm.
If I was in charge of the Twitter and the social media, maybe I'm just a really hardworking individual. I would probably.
You would like to think it, right?
Yeah.
What would you?
Well, I'd have the notifications on, and if like my if the account's Twitter is used to getting like 1 interaction an hour, all of a sudden you're getting 50 an hour. That's kind of a fucking red flag.
Yeah,
and you might not have anything.
Either something really good happened, or you fucked up.
Yeah.
And either way, you're probably gonna want to know.
Yeah,
I get that. Yeah.
Anyone would check it. I don't know. The pink news. The thing with like the internet, which is cool, is like Perez Hilton can like just do a blog by himself and blow up and have like an amazing career out of it. But then like there are things like pink news where it could just be one dipshit in her fucking room, posting together, like working really hard, but just like on her own. And like maybe like she did like go on a vacation. She's like, I can't do this shit all by myself all the time. I'm gonna just take a break. We just posted this great article about an old man that groomed a young teenager, and maybe no one will know.
From the age of 14 at least. Yeah. At least.
Yeah.
That's when they started their relationship. When did he start his relationship with the 12-year-old grooming him or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Creepy shit. All right.
That is interesting.
So I got a fun tweet. I want you to tell me your answer to this tweet. This is from, do you know who Liz Dwecky is?
No.
Me neither.
Okay.
Bad decisions make great stories. Morning anchor. Q13 News. This morning from 5 to 10 a.m. Love my husband. Just want to pet dogs, drink wine, also pizza. She's a news anchor. I just saw this tweet. It has nothing to do with her, but I thought you wanted some background of who wrote it.
Oh, I'm very confused what's going on. I'm not gonna lie.
I am kind of too. I think I saw this tweet when I was high. I'm like, that's a good idea.
That was the tweet?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. That's her bio?
That's her bio.
Okay,
Twitter.
that was okay. Yeah. Okay, give me the tweet.
If you want to know more about her,
after that, I don't.
Do you want to know the name of her blog?
She's from LA.
I don't know.
Why don't they?
Oh wait, Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah. The name of her blog is Words of Wisdom. It's fun, right?
You know what? She gained some points. No joke. I'm into it.
I'm gonna bring out something else that gained points in my book.
I wish I could have a pun name.
Something. So a lot of people have lifestyle blogs. You know, she has a life/style blog for people who'd rather be sleeping. So she's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
this
she
is
likes wine and pizza.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
And to pet dogs.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she just tweeted and it was trending like on that bullshit trending that's super curated and it's just what Twitter wants you to really
Yeah.
focus on. And it says one has to go forever. Which one do you choose? And it's a picture of 6 candy bars. I want you to choose which one goes forever.
Okay.
Snickers, Kit Kat, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, M&M's, Milky Way, or Twix.
M&M's. Yeah.
Wow.
It was really every other one was really close, and then you say M&M's. I'm like, get out of here.
What if they were peanut M&M's?
It'd be a little bit harder, but I still all those other ones. If you drop those and I had to pick from 5, that would make it a lot harder.
Well, let's keep on
Okay.
going. Let's find out what the superior candy is.
Okay,
So M&M's is gone.
Yes.
Now we have Snickers, Kit Kat, Reese's, Milky Way, Twix.
I think I'm gonna kick out Kit Kat first.
Okay.
I would go from least to worst. We're going M&M's, Kit Kat, Snickers, Reese's, Milky Way.
And Twix is the best.
Oh, sorry. Twix is going to be right in between Milky Way's number 1,
okay.
then Twix, and then Snickers, I think I said.
Yeah.
Those ones are hard. Milky Way's number 1.
Okay, that's number 1.
Yeah.
I think our list is almost fucking opposite.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
M&M's are whack.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
But my number 1
Okay.
would be Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
You gotta
Fucking
have
love it.
Yeah.
Love it. You can put it on shit. Super good.
That could be my number 2. I could change that
Yeah.
with the Twix. Still Milky Way number 1 for me.
Kit Kat would be my number 2. I love Kit Kat. I love breaking them off. I like singing the song. I like handing them to strangers that I don't know. It's fun. Kit Kat's number 2. Number 3, I would say is probably Snickers. I love Snickers. The nuts,
Snickers
the caramel,
yeah.
the whatever it is. Mousse.
I never go, like, that's never my choice. But, like, around Halloween time when I'm, like, raiding Elliot's candy or something and I have a Snickers, it's always good.
Have you had the Snickers candy bar? I mean, hey, girl.
This
what
is going to
planet
blow your
are you
mind.
on? Have you had the Snickers ice cream bar?
Yeah, those are good.
Those are
I like the
fucking
Twix
awesome.
ones, too.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I like all ice cream, though. That's my jam.
I think so. I went Reese's, Kit Kat, Snickers. Next, I'll say is Twix, but if it were peanut M&Ms, that would be number 4 for sure. M&M's, Milky Way's the worst.
Wow.
So boring. I'll eat it, but
man.
I don't know.
I love.
God damn me.
I love the nougat and I love the caramel so much. Yeah, I just nougat and caramel's where it's at.
Yeah.
This fucking thing, man.
I
We gotta
know.
get a new one.
We'll get a new one. This is crazy. Luckily, no one else has to hear it.
Whatever. Just. There we go.
Okay, I just can't touch anything. So that was that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You want to just do 10 more minutes? Talk about this cringy shit?
Yeah, let's do that and then call it.
Yeah. Cringe.
Cringe.
I was thinking like what makes cringe, and I'm glad I talked to Rebecca because my initial thing was like, I'm still with it, man. What makes cringe to you? I have my ideas. I want to hear what you thought about.
It's really, I feel like the most, are we talking cringe? Like, I feel like there's like 2 different things. Is like when you see something happening and it's like, if you imagine yourself in that position, you're like, oh my God, that would be the worst fucking thing. Like, what is he doing?
Internet cringe.
Yeah. I see. And then there's like cringy type, like
cringy videos and shows.
Yeah. Like just try hard type shit. Is that what you like?
Mainly, like I'm thinking TikTok shit right now.
Okay,
Like this is what sparked the idea of like just people thinking that they're. Go ahead, because that is yeah.
Go for it. Tell me what you think.
I just think like you need 2 things. One is there seems to be a lot of like just thinking that you're hotter than you are, regardless of your hotness. And I say that because there's people like the Situation from Jersey Shore. Who is cringy a lot of the time, but there are people who do think he's good looking, so it's not just ugly people that do cringe. But those people, whoever they are, there does seem to be some spark in their eye that they're a little bit better looking than they are. And then also just their action of whatever they're doing is a lot, they think it's a lot cooler than it is.
Yeah.
Or a lot specialer than it is.
I mean, I pretty much agree with that. All that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm losing all my train of thought all of a sudden.
That's not good. I mean, I think it's probably because there's so much to it. Like, I brought up Mike from Jersey Shore. He is not an internet video TikToker like
No.
I'm talking about. But
I'm trying to think of like the cringiest thing I can think of off the internet, and I just can't think of anything all of a sudden.
There's the kid who turns around and just like one person's filming, one gingery, pudgy kid turns around and goes, hey, can you stop talking? And Kevin, I don't care what happened to your elbow this summer. Did you see that one?
No.
It's like my favorite.
Yeah.
I can't pull it up right now. But, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The cringiest thing I can think of that's been bugging me, I guess, would just be because I've been, I'm not on Twitter looking at videos too much or anything like that. So I'm like, most of my social media is Reddit in the past couple months for sure.
Yeah.
So I think just kind of like the term they use on Reddit for sure is like white knighting. Is like when you let's say there was like you're on a weird part of Reddit with like girls showing the boobies in like a trashy situation. And like, and then the guy is just gonna be like, "Oh, you're so beautiful, like your smile's so nice." When it's like the girl's like has like a fist inside of herself.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever.
I love those. That. Those are really cringy.
Yeah, or just trying to protect people or just stick up for things where it's like you don't really need to stick up for it. Like nobody's asking for it, kind of situation.
Yeah,
or almost SJW type stuff, But I'm pretty much cool with that because fuck the status quo. But it can get a little cringy when it's out of place. I feel like
there's certain times where it's totally unneeded.
Yeah,
and it's just like, what are you doing? You're in the wrong setting. Like you're alone, and there's a lot of people who don't like you right now because of what you're saying.
Yeah,
shut up.
Or just like trying to bait race into everything. Like that's another thing. Like I get like race is it's an issue. I get it. Like. Maybe it's easy for me to be like, it's pretty dumb because I'm a white male. I get that too, but I don't know. I just don't think it. I get it. Even just saying it, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is my privilege. Yeah, but cool.
Well, okay, but let me throw this at you. I feel like for this entire time, like, I've just been I've been doing what I kind of preach is like, just act as you think everyone else should act and don't take it further than that. And it's been working out really well. I treat everyone pretty equally unless they seem a little sketchy.
I mean, I don't treat people differently on their race, I would say, for the most part, at least consciously. I don't. Yeah. Subconsciously, I can't, whatever. I don't know what happens. But like, I'm not going to treat you bad unless you give me a reason to treat you bad.
Yes.
I'm not going to just immediately, I'm not going to kick you out of my store because, your skin's too dark or something, or you're transgender or fucking whatever. I don't,
Well,
none of that matters to me.
But even further, too, like what you're talking about is if you're in a room with people, everyone's talking about whatever. Someone says like, wow, Wesley Snipes is in it. Super black. And then someone takes like odd offense to that when you're just pointing out a fact.
Yeah.
And then what I mean is like, I would never get up in their face and tell them how this isn't the setting to be fucking crazy and bring up your political views while we're all just talking about a movie. And I would just, or if someone was being racist and someone decided to try to correct it, I would never try to really correct someone other than just being like, I don't really agree. Or like, yeah, whatever, man. That's
yeah,
cool. I'm not picking a fight, or I'm not like choosing to like really put out what I view, but I'm not gonna sit there and like
I'll make it
with them.
I'll make it very known that I'm not into that.
Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's you, man. Like but depending on the situation, yeah, I I don't know. I like to put myself in other people's situations sometimes.
Mhm.
But like, if somebody was like being racist to somebody else, yeah,
Well, yeah, for
like,
sure.
but if they just said the N word, I might just be like, give them a weird look, like,
Yeah.
okay, like,
Well,
if they called somebody the N word, yeah, that's a different story. Like,
it'd be a little it's scary. I don't know about cringy. It'd be weird. I haven't been in that one yet.
what about white people saying the N word? That's pretty like with the A, like
all of it.
yeah, that's pretty cringy.
I really don't like it. I know I've said that word a lot on here, but I usually only say it because I'm saying the word. I don't use it casually to describe any of my friends or my cohorts.
Like I've had people who have like coworkers who I've been like cool with, and then I'm like, oh, you use the N word like that? Like, I guess we're not going to be friends, pretty much.
Well, in Texas, I've also heard quite a few young white people use the N word, and it is very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because their friends also just start using like it's a whole like I've just happened to be on Xbox live chats with some of these homies, and they're all white, all using that word pretty fucking liberally.
Yeah,
and it is not comfortable, and I don't really get it. I feel like there's a lot of words you could use.
Definitely cringy.
There's like two that maybe you shouldn't, and they both start with the same four letters and just happen to end in an A or an R.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, did you hear about the guy from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for people that don't know, I think it's fucking Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
He's a white stand-up comedian, and he got hired for Saturday Night Live, and
almost immediately.
Yeah, same day.
Like they put out a tweet, congratulating him and the other couple people,
mm-hmm.
and then it was like, later that day.
So he's been on Legion of Skanks, and this is where I was like kind of hearing the whole story. One of them jokes around and says, I've never seen anyone get hired, go trending for being hired, and then get fired, and in the same day go trending for getting fired ever. And
pretty meteoric rise.
Yeah. But like the Legion of Skanks were like, we were super happy for him, but like now we get to post all of his old episodes again because we had to take him down once he got hired. So he got in trouble because someone unearthed a podcast, not one of theirs, but someone else's, where Shane Gillis used the word chink pretty like a lot and did an Asian accent, and he was just talking about Chinatown, and it wasn't overtly racist. It was like him. I thought he was like it was
pretty racist. And the thing that
I didn't hear any hate behind it, I should say.
The thing that I took from it is like racial humor can be funny, but if it's just really lowbrow, low hanging fruit type, like the risk really isn't even worth it.
No.
So I just don't understand why you would even do it. And it's like, unless you're being real, like not groundbreaking, but making it your own thing and doing something a little different about it and having it being truly funny. Like, I think you are just being an asshole when you're like, I think even the same thing goes if like, black guys were doing it about white people. Like,
yeah,
if it's,
I agree 100% with you. Everything you just said. The only thing I want to say is I didn't hear any. So I heard the actual clip on Tiger Belly.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any hate in it, but I also heard absolutely no humor. It wasn't funny. And Bobby Lee was like, before the guy, I guess Shane Gillis had to do a public apology, or he decided to. At the very end, he signs it. It doesn't really matter anyway. I was more of a Mad TV guy. Yeah. So then Bobby Lee changed his tune. It was like, oh no, we want him on. But even he was like, well, there's no funny.
It was a real shit apology.
Oh yeah, it really
like I get it. You probably aren't feeling too
excited
like
to
you
be
want to
fired.
Apologize to these people.
Yeah.
And like, as much as I don't think what you did like 10, 15 years ago should really define you now.
Yeah.
But like, if SNL is going to hire somebody and a bunch of people don't want them to and are going to be pissed, like, what do you expect? Like they can't just keep you on if it's going to cost them viewers and, sponsorships and shit. Like,
SNL also needs to actually work on their fucking, like, Did they do no research? Because someone found it within 12 hours.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that,
like somebody was sitting on that shit.
They could have been.
I mean, and like that's a whole nother issue. That's a whole episode.
People
like,
basically
like
blackmailing.
just waiting for people, to take
get
down
famous.
people.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
yeah.
And I've actually thought about it with this podcast because, like, I think we've both said some really questionable things. If taken out of,
is going to catch up with us.
we have like 3 episodes in a row with pedophile in the fucking name of it, dude. And like we've said so many jokes. I know it really is. Our highest rated thing is fast food. Next, pedophile.
Damn. We know our audience.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. So that's just it, though. It wasn't funny at all.
Yeah.
So that's what really sucks.
Like, and like when the only people really sticking up for you, and I'm not saying only,
Yeah,
but like on my Facebook feed and shit are like the white people who are like, all lives matter.
Yeah.
And, all these goddamn sissy liberals, like,
right.
well, those are the only people sticking up for you. Like,
Yeah.
maybe you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. Have you listened to Legion of Skanks yet?
No.
Okay.
No. You've mentioned it before.
I want you to listen to it. Tell me if it's like just full on. It is. What does Rebecca call me? It is edgelordy humor. Do you enjoy that or no?
Not the most, but I'll check it out.
Okay.
I'm curious what.
Did you like Doug Stanhope's podcast?
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
Legion of Skanks.
I'm just wondering if I'm like a big piece of shit because like I've had friends like listen to Doug Stanhope's podcast and ask me like, why do you listen to that? He's such an asshole. I'm like,
well,
but he's not an asshole.
He's an endearing asshole almost. Like,
yeah.
And he's just like,
just curmudgeony.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with Doug Stanhope at all.
Right.
I don't think he's a weird person to like listen to.
Yeah. I think if you have a dark sense of humor, you'd like Legion of Skanks, but now
I have a dark sense of humor, and I can enjoy that. I'm just curious what like edgelordy means to you guys and what it means to me.
What does it mean to you?
I don't know. I mean, just like pushing the boundaries for like okay,
unnecessary reasons.
Making 9/11 jokes on 9/11, which whatever. Yeah. Like I have no problem with that. Go ahead, yeah. But if a bunch of babies die, making dead baby jokes,
here's a joke I make a lot. Wilma, if you don't stop talking, I'm gonna cut off your paws. That shit, like I mean, it's just Rebecca doesn't.
To me, I mean, I think that's more just dark and weird. But yeah, I say that shit to my cats.
Yeah, it's just that stuff. Like, just I'm pushing it to the edge.
I don't say cut off the paws, but
my audience is Rebecca, who's pretty tame, so it's not that hard to push over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, just right before we wrap up, my humor, my dark humor, is starting to bleed over, and it's really funny to hear her now start to do like these awkward death jokes that shouldn't be said in the moment, like that I do all the time. Like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's bleeding over.
You're ruining her.
I am slowly, and I love it, dude. I'll bring everyone down if I can.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys all for listening to the show. Thank you for tuning in on the live stream. If you did, we're definitely going to get lights. I'm like all in black right here.
Yeah. It got bad now. Yeah. Nobody's watching that shit anymore.
No.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, for sure.